All right, we're live. All right, as promised, I am here to talk a little bit about EXP. I don't have any guests. I'm just going to go ahead and run through this myself. Brittany Frost will do her own video, and it's going to cover the fees associated with EXP. So again, I'm just going to cover. Let's see, I've got 8 topics talking about EXP and kind of get rid of these myths and false illusions and propaganda that's out there. And honestly, you have to look at it like this: why are people, either firms or people or agents, um, deciding to talk about EXP? If it's not a big deal, if it's not a disruptor, if it's not anything other people are worried about, right? So you have to ask yourself that, number one. So that should tell you right in itself, it's a disruptor. And it is definitely starting to hit home with a lot of offices, especially in our market in Jacksonville. So a lot of the traditional franchises, it's just taking away their recruiting, and it's taking away their agents. Period. And I think they know that. So a lot of people are going to go ahead and try to spread rumors or talk about what it doesn't have versus look at how they can better their system or their model to compete against it with other agents. So let's talk about this. My team and I decided to leave in May. And I will tell you this: I researched this thing for 3 months, 3 whole months. And when I say I researched it, I'm going to tell you that I went into YouTube, I called, interviewed agents across the country, right, that was with EXP, that joined with teams, no teams. I broke down our entire team numbers on everything: monthly fees, franchise fees, capping, no capping, you name it. We went through it and we dissected it number by number. Okay, so when we moved EXP, we had really researched the model. We didn't just make it up and decision to go and do it. We researched it heavily. Okay, so that's what I always say is, as an agent, if you really want to be in business, you have to research your numbers. I don't know how many agents I talk to. They don't know how many numbers they don't, or their own numbers. They don't know how many they sold. They don't know their volume. They don't know their return on investment of things they're purchased versus what they're getting back. So they don't know any of that. And it's funny because a lot of those agents are the ones talking about EXP is a bad model. And I'm thinking, you can't tell me certain easy numbers, but EXP is a bad model. Anyway, so that's kind of why I'm doing the video, is I want everybody to know that we are a top team in our area. People like it or not, we are. All right. I know people are like, oh, he says that. The bottom line is we are. We sell a lot of homes and we list a lot of homes. So we take real estate very seriously, my team and I, and it's a business to us. It is not transaction based. A lot of agents are in it to, oh, I sold 2 houses, I can go on vacation. Great. Okay. Nothing wrong with that. Not us. We're in it for the long haul to establish a consistent business. And we've done pretty good being in business 7 years and selling the amount of homes. This is our 7th year, selling the amount of homes that we have. Okay. And moving and, all the other excuses everybody gives. Just excuses, right? All right. So another thing I was asked was, the last video I did was at night, and I kind of mentioned some team members. The reason why I mentioned the team members' names is this: is most teams, you don't know the members. You don't know the members, right? Some team leaders, just some, there's some great teams out in our area, great teams. All right. And then there's some that have teams to have teams. And they seem like the ones who kind of start more propaganda than the ones who are solid teams that are training their agents and their producers on their team, right? Leaders should be getting other people that are underneath them to where they want to be or where they're already at. If you see team leaders and you don't know who their team members are, or they don't even have production or never been trained, are you going to really follow the team lead? Like, you're going to listen to that team leader when they're not really established much? I mean, think about it. Really think about that. Same thing with firms. If you go to a firm and there's only a few top agents and some of them are the owners, well, the owners are smart. They bought into a franchise. They bought into something, okay? And they've established themselves. But remember, if that's the most successful there is and everybody else you don't know, is there the training? Is there that mentorship that a lot of people always want to talk about, right? Come on, it's not. So remember that. It's always going to come down to individual agents, no matter what. No matter what, it's going to be the individual agent to go out there and work hard and do what they should do. You can't just join successful teams and then be that team leader. Boom. No, you can't join successful firms and be successful. Everybody knows that, right? So let's not try to cloud or put all the smoke out there that certain models or certain firms or franchises, aren't good for agents because of this or that, okay? EXP provides opportunity that other franchises do not. Remember that. Opportunity. So you got to go get it. Yeah, you got to go get it and earn it and go on. You can't just sit on your hands and boom, you're making money and or you're successful at sales, or you're getting rev share, or you're getting stock. You've got to do some things, okay? But I'm going to lay out some things that I've heard, I've seen, and people have mentioned to me. They're all bullcrap. All right, it's straight bullcrap, and it's only for whatever reason, I have no idea why, to tarnish EXP's model. I don't know if there's got to be some kind of personal issues going on there with certain agents, and I don't know. I try not to get involved with that, but so I'm just here to set the record straight. Okay, so let's talk about number one. Number one is commission. As an agent, you're going to start at 80-20, right? No secret. You can go on exp.com. You can go look. It's gonna show you that 80-20 to start if you're an individual agent. You join a team, it's going to be a little different. I'm not going to get into teams and how they're splits and all that stuff, but ultimately it'll be a little different. Okay. I've heard, and the rumor is, I guess 80% commission is easy to obtain in any market. Let's think about that. 80% commission is, I guess, easy to get as an agent. Okay. That is false. Okay. I'm going to give you that. Most agents aren't making 80%. Come on. Let's just be real, right? They're just not. They're making maybe 70, 60. Some at 50. Okay. So remember, to start, if you're coming out of that school fresh, not even closing one deal, EXP is going to give you 80% of your commission. Other franchises are not doing that. In our market, there may be one. I know there's one, but others, it's going to be hard to get 80%. Okay. So don't let people fool you, because again, I feel like if we're really out to help agents and we want to talk about models and the business, let's just be real with what we're talking. 80% commission is not realistic for a new agent. It's not realistic for a semi-producing agent. Okay. So remember that. You're going to start higher than you would at any other brokerage for the most part. For the most part. Not every brokerage, but I would say majority of brokerages. Okay. All right. Next, there's no franchise fee. So if you're at a franchise and you're paying a 6% franchise fee, remember, and you're at a 60% split, you're at a 54% commission of everything you're doing. Okay, think about that. And then taxes, monthly fees that you're hitting on that. E&O, tech service, tech fee, right? Remember, it's going to dwindle you down. Start doing the numbers. You got to do the numbers, right? So just don't spit them out. I'm just going to break them down to you so you understand them, okay? So a franchise fee, it's going to save you. So on my team, I think it saved us over $20,000. I say $20,000 that we paid in franchise fee 1 year over. So even if you have to, which I'm going to get to way at the bottom, even if you have to rent an office or rent a space or do a branch office or whatever you're going to do, you're not going to spend $20,000 unless you got a gigantic branch office. So remember that. So the fees, if you start thinking about it, it's not that much, in a sense of if you have to rent a space. Okay, so franchise fees you don't have. So let me just break it down. I'm going to slow it down every time. If you make less than 80% right now and you're paying a franchise fee, come to EXP. There it is. EXP makes you more money. It's very simple. Okay, so if that's not you yet, then we're going to go ahead and get down to other stuff that will be added to why, again, you should go to EXP. So if you're making less than 80% and you're paying a franchise fee, you should come to EXP. You make more money. Okay, more money. All right, so what are you getting for your franchise fee? Think about it. If you go to most franchises, I'm not dogging on the franchises. There's some good people at these. This is not about people, agents, and it's just straight franchise, the fees and money I'm talking. So when you go to a franchise, what are you using from the franchise itself? If it's Johnson Realty and you're paying a franchise for that, you got to look at what is Johnson Realty giving you that you're using. Is it a CRM? Is it leads from the franchise? Those things you got to weigh and do numbers on that. I will tell you this, every franchise I've been to, all the top producers didn't use any of it. They just didn't. That's the truth. I'm not being mean. I'm not trying to, talk down to anything. Everybody knows that. Most top producers are not using anything from the franchise, but continue to pay a 6% franchise fee. And oh, by the way, I've seen some agents talk about why EXP's this or EXP, blah, blah, blah. And they're at franchises paying 6%, not using anything from the franchise, and they're on a less than 80-20. How is EXP not better than where you're at? I don't get it. It's really simple. Simple. All right. So ask yourself on the franchise fee, not your local franchise owner. So like there's the franchisees, right? And then not the franchise owner individual. Like he or she can go ahead and buy Boomtown. They can buy Zillow. That's a little different than the franchise itself. Okay. That's number one. But you're going to pay that 6%. And remember, I keep hearing 80-20, and then you got a cap. And I say it funny like that because I don't want people to laugh. Then you got a cap, and then you do this, and then do that. Okay, but you're at a franchise paying this forever. You're paying your 26% forever. Forever. You don't have a chance to cap. I don't get it. I don't get why we're even arguing the point. Even bring it up because it makes you look pretty. Doesn't make any sense, okay? All right, so think about that. You'll pay that forever. Henry Salgado, great EXP guy. He's the one who really opened my eyes when I went to recruit him. By the way, I did recruiting. And he says, listen, I don't want to pay rent forever. So EXP, you're not going to pay rent forever. You pay, you cap, you go on, you get awarded stuff back anyways. Okay, it's a good thing. All eggs in one basket, I'm here. But you get it awarded, people. Come on. Don't believe the propaganda. It's like politics. Don't believe all that nonsense. Look at what the true numbers state. All right, but that's what Henry told me. He said, I don't want to pay rent for the rest of my life. With some of these franchises, you pay rent for the rest of your life. You're going to pay 20% to the company, and then you're going to pay 6% franchise fee. And there's no looking back. There's no light at the end of the tunnel in any direction. You're not going to make enough to jump to the next level. And if you do, it's like 3% extra. Really? You sell 100 homes and you make 3%, 2%? Come on, you got to look at that. Seriously. All right. With EXP, you're at a $65 fee for every transaction when you first start. So $65. You got an E&O fee of $40, and a broker review fee of $25. So remember, that's the oversight that everybody says you don't have at EXP. But you do. You have more oversight at EXP than you ever realize. People who are disgruntled for whatever are going to lie and say whatever they want to say. All right. And they're not going to take ownership for their own stuff. That's just what the world is nowadays. No personal accountability. We all know that. It's always somebody else's fault why they're not successful. Somebody else's fault why they lost money. Somebody else's fault something, right? It's always going to come down to individual. So remember that. $65 transaction fee. You got a broker review fee of $25 and a $40 E&O. Remember this. You pay E&O in some franchises and some companies no matter what. No matter what. You don't sell a damn house. You don't sell anything. You're paying a franchise, or you're going to pay an E&O fee yearly or monthly or whatever some do it, right? So remember that. EXP takes it off your transactions you do. And then it gets capped, by the way. Oh, I got a cap. You still have the ability to cap, and it goes away, right? It goes away. You shouldn't even, it doesn't matter. It goes away for you. You have that opportunity. It's a great thing. Great thing. All right, so about monthly fees. Monthly fees, you're at $85 a month. All right, my last office, we were at $105. So going back, I'm going to talk about teams. So let's go back into this now. So if you're a team leader, doesn't that save your team members money? So like if we just go back to we paid $105. So what does that save us? $20. I'm not really quick. $20 a month, everybody, equals $240 for my team individually. Good thing. Good opportunity, right? $85 a month. You pay more than $85 a month, you make less than 80% commission, and you pay a franchise fee, EXP. All right, let's go to the stock, right? Because, man, people talk about this stock like it's coronavirus, right? Come on. All right, so let's go into this. Remember this, the stock that you get at EXP or you buy or you're awarded is not just real estate. It's not for just the real estate piece. Did you guys realize that? It's the technology piece to it as well. So Verbella. So take a look at Verbella, and it will show you what that's about and that business and things like that. So you're getting the Verbella, you get some technology, and you get the real estate piece to it. All that is what you're getting in the stock. Okay, so it's not just real estate. And remember, people are starting to try to really throw all kinds of craziness out. You know, the more agents to join, the less ownership you have. Okay, what ownership do you have right now? What ownership do you have right now if you're not an owner of your company, of course? You're just a regular agent. What ownership do you have in that company? Zero. You got zero. But what you're doing every day is when you sell, that owner or those owners, they're getting the money from you, which is okay. I'm not hating on that. It's just that let's be real here. Let's be real. So EXP is the same way. When we sell, they make 20%. It's going to the company, but EXP also pays back in stock and pays back in rev share from the same 20%. Well, rev share 20%. Okay. I don't want to get too far off here with the fees and stuff like that. Okay, so just remember that. All right? All right. Also, so stock. You could be awarded stock. Again, remember this. People talk about it like it's coronavirus. Oh man, you get it. You got to wait for it. Or listen, awarded stock is given to you for selling real estate. You're going to sell real estate anyways if you're doing real estate, right? If you're a realtor, you're selling real estate. So if you sell a house, your first sale, stock is awarded to you by EXP. What's wrong with that? No matter if it's all eggs in one basket or if it's whatever anybody wants to kind of throw all this craziness on, you get awarded stock from selling a house. Your first house, EXP. You get awarded stock for capping. Great. I get $8,000 worth of stock back to me. Why is that a bad thing? Even if it's in one basket, it doesn't matter because if you're at any other franchise, you have zero eggs in your basket. The only egg you have in your basket, sell more houses, Dave. And you're going to have to sell till you die. or you be very good with investing your money yourself, getting rentals. Again, that's still all in play with EXP. Somebody made it seem like you got all eggs in one basket over here, but if you're over here, you could do so much more with your money. Okay, over here at EXP, you got the same ability that you do over here. But at the same time with EXP is awarding you stock, and you can still do whatever you want to do with your money. You can invest in different stock. You can buy rental properties. You can buy flip properties, just like you can here, except here you're paying a franchise fee, probably paying 20% forever, paying more monthly. Yeah, that's true. That's the truth with certain agents. I know for a fact, right? And you're not getting any stock. You're just going and paying into somebody else's retirement, the owners, right? And then the managers are making their bonuses as well off your production. Yeah. Okay. So awarded stock, first sale, somebody you recruit their first sale, or let's not even say recruit, attract. If an agent comes over, okay, say if you recruit them or they come over because of your friends, their first sale, you're going to get stock too. When you cap, you get stock. That stock that's awarded is vested for 3 years. Vested for 3 years. It's okay. 3 years go by quick. All right. It's going to go by quick. And it starts from the day of those closings for those, not all at once. It doesn't expand like you sell one here and you get awarded stock. And then in 5 months, you sell another one. Then you got to wait that extra month. This one is vested so you can take out as many stock or shares in 3 years, and then the next one and the next one. So again, they're not all going to be just 3 years. All right. I don't know if I explained that really well, but ultimately it's 3 years vested for each stock that you are awarded. Okay. Awarded. You can purchase it. So that means like every closing, if you're used to paying a franchise fee, you can go ahead and take 5% out of every closing. Then you get a discount rate on stock. So you take 5% out of your closings automatically, which I do, right? And it just buys stock for you. And then, so you as an agent know and see the light at the end of the tunnel, right? There's some stock that's there. It doesn't mean, remember, I'm not saying you sit back and say, yes, this stock is going to make me rich. It's something that you will have in 10, 15 years. That you will have to do on your own as an agent in any other franchise. You're going to have to take your money and invest it. And some agents do. Some agents are doing that. That is great. Majority agents aren't. We know that. And if certain people who are out there doing videos and or talking about the EXP model really care about agents, they think of it that way. What else can a company provide an agent to help them better in the long run? Not vested. Yeah, it's not all eggs. You can't do this. You can't. Come on. It's an opportunity that you don't have, that most agents don't have. It's a good thing, people. Good thing. Some people, it's just never good enough, right? All right. I already talked about it's not in one, just the real estate part of the company. Eggs in one basket, we talked about a little bit. And it's awarded just for you selling houses like you're normally going to do. So why not just accumulate that stock like nothing? Also, if you get a chance, go ahead and go to Brett Gove, and you can search him on YouTube. He interviews 2 agents on his team. And 3 years ago, they made the leap from Keller Williams, I think it was Keller Williams, over to EXP. Both them agents, their stock right now, 3 years down the road, you know how much stock they each have? Over $300,000. Over $300,000. If that's not a life changer, what is? Selling 100 homes at 80-20 and 6% franchise? And then you got to take all your money and then save it. And, this is real, people. People are making great amount of money and for their future retirement. Don't let people fool you. Seriously. Okay? All right, let's go into capping. All right, capping. So I want to start off with this first, which most of you don't know this, and some team leaders should already know this because they should be invested in themselves to be better and get better and be better for their team members. Okay, so let's talk about this. 3% of all agents, 3% of the United States, all agents, sell 25 houses or more. 3%. 3%. So somebody coming in talking about EXP agents 1 to 3% cap. Okay, I don't know the for sure number on that. I'm going to try to find it out though. But even if it's 3%, let's say it's 2%. They're already better than the majority of agents across the United States. Does that make sense? See, people don't realize these numbers because they don't research them. People spit out things. And then when you really look into the weeds of it, so 3% of agents sell 25 homes or more a year. That's not a lot, right? That's not a lot. So if you're doing it, congratulations. Good job. Keep it up. All right. If you're not, it's something to look forward to. But let's go into capping. Remember that though. Okay. Capping will also depend on your volume. I'm hearing a lot of rumors. Oh, you got to sell 30 houses. Then you sell another 30 to do this. And now it's all these crazy numbers. There's agents that haven't sold 30 and still capped because their volume is there. All right. Now, if your volume is, say, let's say Jacksonville market, yeah, you're probably going to need to sell about 20 houses. But remember this. I don't think a lot of agents are coming over to EXP because they're thinking that they go EXP, they're going to cap. It's an opportunity for them to get a promotion every year versus I'm here, I got to sell more to get to just 65%. Then I got to sell more to get to 70%. Then I got to sell more to get 75, 73. It goes on and on and on these scales. So remember that, agents, don't get duped, right? So if you come to EXP and you don't think you're going to cap, that's okay because you'll be 80-20 anyways. No franchise fee. You're going to make more money for the most part. Majority agents will, no matter what anybody says, okay? You're going to save on monthly fees for the most part as well. And you're going to get stock, okay? So if you do cap, and it like I just capped, right, a couple weeks ago, it's a $16,000 cap. Yeah. Okay. You can do it, but don't come over thinking that's what we're pitching to you is, EXP's got a cap. Yeah. Everybody's not going to hit the cap. That's it. That's right. That's true. Right. But it's not that far fetched to hit it depending on your volume. And if you work hard, you could do it, but it gives you the opportunity to make more money. Either you start at making more money based on 80-20 or you make more money by eventually capping. Versus don't have the opportunity to cap. So think of it that way, okay? Once you cap, like me, I pay $250 per transaction now. That's it. And then there's another cap on that, right? There's a $5,000 cap on that. $250 in, you cap again, and then you're awarded 8,000 more shares of stock. Awarded, and it's vested, blah, blah, blah. Stock is sitting there for me. That's a good thing. All right. Okay. I already talked about 3% of all agents sell more than 25 homes. Big thing. Let's talk about rev share. Number one thing in rev share is you do not have to cap to make rev share, and anybody below you, they don't have to cap either. Okay. Let's go over that again. In order for you to make rev share, you do not have to be a capper or cap. Okay? Good thing. Opportunity. Every office recruits. Don't let anybody fool you. Don't let anybody try to say, oh, they only care about the bottom dollar. Listen, every office recruits. Just like them nonsense of the Russia hacking and all. Every country is hacking the United States. If you didn't know that, every day, every year, every country's doing it as we're doing it. Okay, so let's go back to rev share. Every company and firm is recruiting, right? Agent attracting. So don't let them fool you. And they make more money. They're looking at their company dollar versus anything to do with you. So think about it. If you're an agent and you have friends and they're like, whoa, I want to know about EXP or whatever, they come over because that's what happens. It does. It happens. I see it every day in real estate, especially Jacksonville. Friends move with friends. So that person falls underneath you and they're partnered with you. Anything they do, you receive rev share off of it. 3.5% off the annual gross adjusted commission. Okay? Good with that? So rev share, opportunity for you to make more money. And guess what? EXP pays that to you. The other agent doesn't lose any money to you. Okay? So EXP is going to pay that off of their 20% profit that you're paying into them, or they're paying in them for the transaction. Okay? Good thing. Good thing. Okay, talked about that already. All right, let's go over number 7, training. Almost done here. So number 7, training. You have more opportunity with training at EXP than any other company that I've ever seen. Why? EXP offers over 10 classes daily. Okay? And everybody's like, oh yeah, this web is world and this avatars and all that. No, you don't have to be an avatar to do it. You can do it online. Some of it's live, some of it's recorded in the world, right? And all you got to do is just click on the training piece and then sign up to be there. Go to it and watch it. So you have over 10 a day. I looked at it, over 10 a day. I say over 10 because it fluctuates, but it's always over 10. Okay. So let's talk about that. Every office that we have been to, there's been an office meeting once a week, some offices, once a month, other offices. Where's the training? Huh? There's no training. There's not much training. Okay? So let's not act like we're at certain companies for our teams to learn or talk about EXP like they don't have the training. Because you got to think about it. Really, be realistic. When you go to these office meetings as well, how many agents do you see from the office? Some are there because a lot of times it's free food. Let's just be honest. Free food is there. They're going to go eat breakfast and hang out. Yes, you know it's true. People know it's true. And then you don't even see half of them any other time. Or they're mandated to be there. Some offices will say, hey, you have to be there, so you're there. But the other offices that don't, it's the same people every time. There's not much training. Some things are covered. There are some things that are covered part of training, but it's not really a partnership with top agents to help you in your business. For the most part, it's not. We know that. It's not. And it's way less than EXP. So again, if we know that most agents are going to in-house training, then why would the EXP virtual training, even though it's a live virtual training and there's recorded ones, that would be better for most agents because they can do it whenever they want versus, and way more often than any other brokerage. That's the truth, man. It's the truth, right? Oh, I have a comment here. I didn't even see it. Robert Lane, can you explain? Okay. Rob, I think I hit rev share. Did I hit rev share good enough maybe? I think I did. But so better training for sure. And here's what I will tell you. Remember this. When you join EXP, you can partner with whoever you want to partner with. You don't have to partner with the Frost team. You don't have to partner with Robert Lane. You don't have to partner with Jamie Garlock. And I say these names because I'm friends with all of them, and I'm sure they're okay with me saying their names. You know, you don't have to partner with us. Do I think you'll do well with us? Yes, I do, right? Because remember, we're all in it together, right? And if rev share is part of that, I want to make you as successful as I can make you. Number one, because I want you to love on my team. I want you to love being a part of what we have. Number two, I want you to make a lot of money. I want you to do well at EXP. Number three, it helps rev share. It absolutely does, right? It's just like any manager at any office, except those managers are so busy, they don't get to get individual attention to you. We know that. Come on. We just know that. People are out there, all this propaganda. The real truth is this. Most managers are too busy to give you that one-on-one attention. EXP, you have a way better chance of going to a mentor that you come in under or a team that you come in under and being mentored properly. Way better chance. Other franchises, if you go to certain teams, there are certain great teams out there, big teams, right, that they have a great system. Absolutely. If you don't go to them and you're just an agent going to the company, it's like any company. You could talk about any company that way, but be realistic. Okay? Be realistic about the broker's time to help train you. So you can partner with whoever you'd want to. We partner with Jay Kinder, Al Stasek, and Michael Reese's group out of Texas. They've been great. Some people partner with Kyle Whistle out of California and Daniel Beer. These are top agents. These are agents who were top agents in their firms and franchises, went out and bought their own or went into their own business, and then came into EXP after they owned their own. That's got to tell you something. These guys aren't closing 10 transactions. Their businesses, they're closing 500, 400. They see it. Most of these teams are seeing it. If you don't see Robert Lane, he shares a lot. I share a lot. A lot of these big teams are seeing it. Okay? They're seeing it's a game changer for you. It is. You just got to look at the numbers and seize the opportunity. All right? So training, way better. And you don't have to worry about being in person because most of you aren't. Most of you are doing it at home and would rather do training at home, especially with the virus now. Even more and more agents are doing it that way. All right, let's go over number 8. Couple myths. Getting paid. Here's the biggest myth I love. We don't get paid for maybe 5 weeks or blah. Listen, I came from a brokerage, outstanding brokerage, right? Outstanding. It's local. I didn't get paid for 3, 4, 5 days sometimes. I'm not complaining about it. I'm just telling you the truth about it, right? Here's EXP virtual, cloud-based. I get paid. The agents get paid at closing. At closing. Ask Amy Harper. Ask Heather Raleigh, Adam Serrano. Ask them. Don't be scared. Ask them. But you know what we do? Our sky slope and our loops are tight. We get our stuff in there and complete. Well, we do half of it. Now, we do 25%, and then Alicia, our admin, does the rest. So Alicia, our admin, makes sure our loops are great. I love you, Alicia. Always love you. So we get paid same day at closing. Checks written right to me. Okay, so yeah, there's some firms that do that here, and I applaud them. There's some firms that say they do that or do better, which is not true. That was Jay Kinder texting me about some other stuff. Anyways, so remember, that's a myth. If your loop or your sky slope piece has got everything in it that you need, that EXP is requiring, you get paid same day. And if not same day, very next day. The good thing is you get what you're getting paid probably a week before, 2 weeks before sometimes. I know exactly the transaction breakdown. I know exactly where my cap is as I'm going through the process. It updates. The system updates you. Everything. It's a business, people. A business. You don't know where you stand in half of these franchises. How much did I make this year? You got to get somebody to print it out. That could take 2-3 days. Yeah. Okay. All right. Teams, we talked about. If you're on a team, it's an $8,000 cap. Right? And understand this. Brittany's going to go over this more. She's way smarter on it than I am. So I'm not going to try to mess it up. But the team leader and that agent also split the fees. So you got the broker fee and you got the E&O fee. So every transaction, we split that together too. So I heard, which really throws me back, is that some people are worried about their teams and how it takes advantage of them or they don't make enough money. I am here to tell you right now, if you're on a team, you're going to want to be at EXP. If you're not making 100% of your commission, you're not paying anything. You're not paying an admin fee. You're not paying anything. Aside from that, you want to be at EXP. And your team, if as a team member, you get paid more. You get paid more every transaction, no matter what your split is, basically. I mean, you got to obviously line it up with what you're getting paid now. You go to EXP under the same split. I'll show you. Brittany will show you. You'll make more money with EXP. The team leader cannot offer you the same systems, but remember, all teams are not created equal. We all know that. So some team leaders aren't providing anything to you except a mentorship, which is good. I think that's something that's very undervalued with, being there and getting people through transactions and just giving them ideas and being there when they need it. But, they may not have any systems. They may not have dot loop or all these other systems or lead system generation or an admin, office manager. They may not have any of these opportunities. So you probably shouldn't be on the team is what I would say. But ultimately, if you are, you're still going to make more money at EXP. I could not be at the company I was at and pay the agents on my team what they get paid now. Couldn't be it. I couldn't do it. And most team leaders who are honest say the same thing. Unless they're paying their agent 50%. Just 50%, right? Across the board, no matter what. But even at 50%, you move to EXP, you're going to make more money. You just will, right? Brittany will break that down. All right, let's go over another myth. I heard that, you got to still put money back into things. Remember, if you go and you want to start a branch office at EXP, if you want to do that, you can. You don't have to do that, right? Agents are working for model homes, right? Provisional agents, I think, are. I don't think that's allowed. So there's a lot of things out there that aren't necessarily done, probably how it all should be. So going back into signs are not that expensive. Don't let people scare you. Signs are pretty cheap to buy for yourself. The biggest thing to this that you must understand, if you go to EXP, you can brand yourself, not a company. EXP doesn't even want you to really brand. They say, put our logo real in the corner. Just put it somewhere. Do your thing. Put your face on it, your team's face, your name, whatever. It's branding you. It's not branding the big company with a name writer. It's branding your team or you as an agent. That's a good thing, people. Good thing. So think about it. Even if you have to buy the signs, opportunity says it's branding you. So when you're putting your sign out, that's you. It's on you. That's a good thing. It's a good thing. And it's not that expensive. Don't let them fool you. Same thing with rent. Think about this. If you're a top producer and you're paying a franchise fee, look at what we did. We paid over $20,000. So our branch office ain't paying that to have our own office. Kidding me? No. I'm saving a lot more money on that. And guess what? We run our own stuff here. Yeah, you got to buy a printer. Okay. Probably have to get some desks or a desk, obviously for you, or if you have a team, maybe you're going to do that. Yeah, there's some things in there, but it's you. You're investing in you, right? That's what I heard. I want to invest in me, in my team. But you're really not investing in your team if you're at a franchise, because a franchise is providing the office space, the printer, and probably some of the lead systems that your team's getting. So what are you investing in your team? I don't know. Something to think about, right? So if you move out, you invest in yourself, in your business, your signs, your branding. That's the way to go. Because you're not dependent. Don't be dependent. I train my team to don't be dependent on anybody. Dave Frost, Brittany Frost, Zillow, Boomtown, Johnson Realty. Don't be dependent on any of them. Be a lead producer. And I'm going to teach you how to be a lead producer so you don't need anybody. People are stuck at franchises and places. And I say franchises, not always meaning a franchise, but in places because they're dependent on them. It's the truth. They're dependent on them. Same thing as some people are certain places because of a builder or somebody they represent. Because they say that's what we're going to be. I mean, this is the truth. In places, that's how it is. All right? Yeah, there's negotiations that have gone on. I know it. Hey, look, we're not going there. We're going to go here, and this is why. That's how it goes. So when they're dependent, they're going to say whatever it is to come off of what their real truth is. Never be dependent. All right. So I talked about team leader is going to make more money at EXP, as well as the team will, and each team member will. And as a team leader, think about it. You're coming to a company that's going to offer your team members stock. They're going to offer your team members rev share opportunities. Why would that be a bad thing? You're still going to be there. You can train your team. You're going to be with your team, right? They're not going to lose you. But they gain all this stuff from the firm. I'm not even mentioning KV Core, right? And that stuff. Like everybody wants to mention a lot of things that are all smoke and mirrors. I don't need the boom towns. I don't need the KV Cores. I'm going to train my team to get leads. As a team leader, that's our job. So anywhere you go as an agent, you need to learn how to generate leads. Don't go to places for, what do you got as a lead producing system? Because you're going to be dependent on it. And you're going to sit around on your hands waiting for that to come in. Go get it. All right? So don't go for all the propaganda. Oh, a lot of propagandas out there. All right? So let me recap real quick. If you are making less than 80-20, if you are paying a franchise, if you have no opportunity for rev share, if your training is less than 10 training classes a day, what else? You pay a higher monthly fee than $85, and you have no ability to obtain ownership or stock by what you're just doing, the EXP is the way to go. Period. Everybody can combat me all they want. I mean, listen, there's another model out there in Jacksonville, and they're a good group. They're a newer model, and they're causing a splash. And I want to say, keep doing what you're doing too. They know who they are. She's my Republican buddy. Probably lost some viewers now because I said Republican. Sorry. But ultimately, they're also a disruptor. And there's going to be people that's going to go after that model as well. I'm not. I think you agents need to really look at each individual, what they have to gain from throwing up propaganda. Also remember this. Some team leaders recruit provisional agents and do really well there. I'm not going to get into why, right? But they can't come to EXP and put provisionals underneath them, have a branch office. So that's probably a big reason why they may not come either, because they can't do that. And all the money that they stand to make maybe off rev share won't be. Well, actually, rev share, yeah, will be. But they can't have a team underneath there, like a branch office. Okay, just keep that in mind. But there's another model in the Jacksonville area that's doing really well. I applaud them. I applaud their group. Right? And sure enough, somebody's going to come after that group too. And whatever it is, right? So I think they know that. But the big thing is a lot of people are scared and worried about our models. And that's why we have these myths out there. I'm not going out every day worrying about any of the other companies. I don't. Why should I? I do what I do. I follow and do what I can for my team. And that's and focus on our clients. That's it. But EXP will provide you things ultimately that no other company can provide you long term. There's been some older agents that have joined our model because they've been doing it 20 years. This is the first model they can see, whoa, if I do what I just do and get stock and I'll have something. Now they're going to do other things too. They're going to buy other things in stock and all this other stuff. Okay. No all eggs in one basket. There's going to be some eggs in other baskets, but why not get a bunch of eggs in a basket? Because you're doing what you're doing anyways. It's a good thing. All right. Britt said they'll lose the team split until the agent is non-provisional. That's true. Yeah, they can't have a team. If a team leader comes over and has all non-provisional or provisional brokers underneath them, then they're going to lose. They won't have to. They can't be a team, right? They can't be. They can't be a team because you can't be under two BICs at one time. All right. Also, keep in mind this. There's been some other, there's across the United States, a lot around here, but across the United States, there's been talk about, they want to pad their pockets. They want rev share, these agents and this and that. And then some of them agents actually are doing other things for money. So it's like extra stuff for money. It's real estate related. That's a good thing. So why would rev share be a bad thing? That if your buddies come over and whatever they sell, EXP pays you every sale. It's not a bad thing. It's a good thing. Listen, Jay Kinder and them guys, everything I sell, he makes rev share off of. Great. You know why? He's a great partner. He's somebody I can go to. He's already helped me in business. He's already said, this is what you got to do. This is how you do it. People are more inclined to help you at EXP than any firm that I've been to. I'm not saying all firms are not that way, but in any firm I've been to, all of us top producers help each other. And all of us in certain groups help the other because we want everybody to be successful because then all of us are successful. There's people that are making 6 digits in rev share. Not saying that's going to be what you do, but the opportunity is there. Opportunity. What opportunity you have right now at your current firm? Think about it. Scaling your business as far as a commission. Rev share. Do you have any stock awarded? I gave I'm going really long, but I gave the example the other night where I picked up a trophy. Nothing against the company on the trophy. Great firm, great company, had a lot of good time there, great people, everything. The point of it was this, is you sell, and you get awarded things. I like that. I like awards and things awarded to me. I got it over here. But there's no value on that. I can't go and I could probably take it to a pawn shop, probably get $10, maybe, not even. It's got my name on it. So think about that. Why not be awarded stock? Or if you do purchase stock at every closing, now you can cash that out as well whenever you want. So remember that. So if you're in a tight squeeze one month or whatever, you got some stock over there, you can go and get it. Go and get it, take it out. Not a bad thing, people. All right. Also, Brittany wanted me to talk medical insurance. EXP offers medical insurance. And sometimes it's better for some, and sometimes it's not as good as what you have. The bottom line is it has medical insurance for you too. Okay. Home warranty service. There's some things with that as well. I'll also can get into that. I'm not going to get too much into that, but there's an opportunity there too. All right. So I know it went long. I had a lot of viewers, had some comments, which is good, but I just want to set it straight. EXP provides opportunity that you don't have in regular firms. You just don't. Everybody, if you watch marketing and watch what they do, it's all about them trying to give you more opportunity with potential training. But we all know when they get, it's not there. Come on. It's just not really there as much as it's preached to be better and to do more deals. EXP gives you that opportunity too. Go to a team, call me, call anybody on my team, call Chris Luther, call Robert Lane, call Kim Oliver, call Jamie Garlock, call Mildred Thomas, I'm trying to remember all you. Henry Salgado, Bradley Calderwood, like call all of us. We all can help you, and we're there to help you. A lot of people have left franchises lately, and it's going to get worse. I'm going to announce one this Friday, by the way. So be on the lookout for that announcement. I promise it won't be 55 minutes. All right? But we got another agent coming. Very excited. So remember, opportunity. It's about opportunity. Seize the opportunity. Don't let people try to talk you out of something they don't know about. They don't know the real truth. All right? Got any questions? You guys know how to hit me up, 910-670-1554. We got our YouTube channel going at the bottom. All right. Have a good day. Good night. Tomorrow's election is very important. If you have not voted, please vote. All red? Vote if you haven't voted. All right. That's the main thing. All right. I'll probably take half a Wednesday off. Hopefully celebrating. If not, maybe morning. I don't know. So, all right, everybody. Have a good day. Thanks for the questions, the comments. And if you have any other questions, let me know, or let any EXP representative answer those questions. And remember, there are some disgruntled EXP people. We're just going to have that. Some things didn't go exactly how they wanted. I get it. All right. All right. Have a good night. Facebook. Talk to you later.